So today we are tackling what was formerly known as my freezer. Currently it is such an atrocity that I'm quite certain my subscriber count will drop significantly after I show it all to you, because no one would follow someone that set such a bad example in their daily life. I need to organize my freezer because it has become quite an art for my family to open this top door, to carefully open it just in case things come tumbling out from the inside. Welcome to my freezer. So it's time to tackle this awful, awful mess of a freezer. What is that catastrophe? And I was at Aldi the other day and I found all kinds of these neat little bins. So I got quite a few of these clear trays. I have no idea how they'll fit in the freezer because, as you can see, there's no room to try to fit them. So I'm hoping some of these will work. I just grabbed a bunch. I actually have another freezer, a whole upright one. That looks just as bad. Anyway, so we need to tackle this, and if there's time in the video, and if I have time today, maybe I'll tackle the big freezer too. Our fridge is covered with wall art. We have a picture of our second child that is about the size of an avocado, my pregnancy app says, so I'm not sure where you start comparing it with fruit sizes, but we have an avocado-sized baby. And this right here, we have the fine art of Mr. Picasso Martin.
This is our house.
Okay.
And then this is Grandma's here.
Okay.
And this is the whole part of Alaska.
Oh, Alaska's there, okay.
And then these are mountains to hold up those, and this is the mud of it.
That's the mud that holds everything up.
And hold up the mountains up here.
Okay. Very nice. All right. Are you copying, Mom? Look at that. Bone broth, it's all broken. Sunflower lecithin, which I like for some recipes, is probably super outdated. Best Buy 02 of 2016. Maybe I better start pitching it and buying another one. Cauliflower.
Homemade cookies.
Tomatoes from the garden.
Hard applesauce.
Oh, this is yogurt culture. Completely forgot that that's here.
There's some strawberries in here all day.
These look terrible.
And they look terrible.
No, this looks good yet.
Here's some, Mom. Here. It looks like
Chicken.
that.
Almond flour.
Cheese. Cow cheese.
Bacon that I didn't know I had. Beef patties, coconut flour, ice cream. I'll put that on the table.
Should I get one a little?
Yeah, put all the blueberries in the trash can.
Okay. What's the smell in here?
It does stink, doesn't it?
That's blueberries.
More chicken. Goodness. This is crazy.
Me too.
What has Mom let this turn into? Why do we have like 3 packets of quarter full cheese? Do you like mashed cauliflower?
No.
You don't. Here's a Hot Pocket. Since when do we eat Hot Pockets? Whoa, there's a lot of blueberries.
Yes, there is. It sounds like a big tornado stuff.
Ooh, lobster tails. Yum. Ugh. Frozen bananas.
And she loves chopped spinach. Phew, now skip all these blueberries.
Who knew that all that could fit in just this little space? All right, now time to go through everything. Oh, my word. Good job, Xander. What is on the floor? Can you get the broom and try to sweep it up? Well, thank you. You're on it. You are Mom's big help. Wow, buddy. I didn't know you could do that. Wow, I'm proud of you.
Great job, Mom.
Thank you, bud.
Look, the freezer outdoor toner.
Yeah.
Mom,
Yep.
who do I love?
Who do you love?
Yes.
I don't know. Grandma?
No.
The puppies. The house?
No.
Chase.
No.
Is it Mom?
Yeah!
Alright. Thank you, bud. Okay, I'm almost done. Ouch! Hop down, buddy.
I love you.
I know. It's a little aggressive love, though. Ouch.
Again.
Xander, remember what Mom said about being gentle to ladies? Alright. Got it all cleaned out. Everything's wiped down pretty well. Now I'm just going to see if some of these bins fit, and then we have to figure out what to do with this catastrophe over here. Thinking these might be a little small, but definitely fit well underneath. Trying to think if this is a good idea with the bins or not. We'll see what we can do. I think what I'm planning to do is I have a bunch of different flowers, specialty flowers that I don't like use just tons, but I like to keep them in the freezer for when I need them. So I don't need them very often. So I think I'm gonna stack them in the back and then the trays in front of that, and then I can easily pull the trays out to get to the flower in the back. Oat fiber. Trim Healthy Mama Pristine Whey Protein Powder. Organic coconut flour.
Here.
Ground flaxseed and some cornmeal. So right now, Nolan so kindly is going to help me. So we've been having some issues with our big upright freezer. It's chock full, it's not well organized. There's been a little person that's been going out, opening the door, getting things out. It is now strictly forbidden. But anyway, and the freezer door wasn't quite shut. And so things have thawed and refroze and thawed and refroze. So things don't taste that well in there. And there's like frost over everything. So we need to defrost it. So Nolan is so nicely carrying everything out to one of our deep freezers. Hopefully it'll fit. And we'll bring it back in and reorganize once we have everything defrosted and cleaned out. Okay, I've got tons of stuff here. So I have a lot of vegetables and a lot of fruits and meat. So I think I'm gonna see how far we get putting them in here. So here's a bunch of cauliflower, green beans. Some of this cauliflower needs to go elsewhere. Broccoli and sweet peas. I think I'll stack it like this. A lot of this repeat stuff can be stored in the big freezers. So I have a lot of cauliflower because I try to stay away from high carb foods. It's kind of my potato. Brussels sprouts. I think I'm just gonna toss these. More cauliflower. Goodness. Some seasoning blends. More cauliflower. Oh wow. So 2 bins of veggies so far. Stick that up in here. All right, next up, I have fruits. We love our smoothies. So here's mangoes, strawberry banana blend, mango chunks. We usually have blueberries, but looks like that's all the fruit. We must be getting kind of low. Oh, here's some strawberries. All right, fruit basket. You know what? I should actually get my label maker. There's something about putting labels on bins that make you stay more organized, at least theoretically. I think it does, because if you're like, this is the fruit basket, don't put anything besides fruit in it, then hopefully you'll listen. Fruit. I have them all labeled, at least the ones for now, so veggies up top, veggies up top. All right, next up I have a bin for meats. So lobster tail. This is beef chip steak, chicken, more chicken, more chicken, more chicken. We do love our chicken. Here's some bacon, Oops. Maybe I should do the meat on top, actually. Here's how it looks so far. I think we'll leave this middle for ice cream. I'm going to stick some of our beef, ground beef, up here on the side, just because I need to put something up there. I have some nutritional yeast flakes, which is going to go in the back. These hash browns, I think I'm just going to put in the door. Kind of get odds and ends of stuff up there. All right, and then random ice packs are going to go on the bottom here instead of mixed up all throughout everything else. Ice trays easily go in there for a change. And these veggies, I think that does it. These types of projects, it's one of those things that just hangs in your mind like, I have to get this done. And it just is sort of like on the back burner, you just push it off, and the more you push it off, the more it gets on your nerves. And when you actually tackle it and do it, it doesn't take that long. It's not such a big deal. So like, why don't I do this more often? Anyway, so hopefully now we can keep the freezer a little more organized. This is what I have left over that needs to go. Some of this stuff is gonna go in the trash. It's pretty old and frostbitten. And then the other stuff I'm going to put out in the other freezer where it's like excessive. Oh, was that a kick or was that something else? Oh, that felt weird. I think all these cheeses I'm just going to toss out maybe to the chickens or something. A lot of that is pretty old and shredded. And then all these, and this as well, this is pretty nasty. Actually, this should go back in the freezer. This is some kind of slush. But all of that is cauliflower that can go out, some green beans, more cauliflower. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So welcome to our big freezer. This is out in our mudroom, which is a catastrophe as well. Everything's a catastrophe right now. Anyway, we're hoping to redo this out here as well. But this is what it looks like. Oh man. As you can tell, there's been much frost. Ugh.
We have to clean out this now.
So the latest episode of Frost just happened a few days ago. So I don't even know. Some of this food is definitely not good. And it really spites me because I had a lot of green beans in here from the garden. That's pretty much where I kept all my green beans. And there's a lot of corn. And when you defrost and refreeze it, it just doesn't taste right. Ugh. I have a bunch of tomatoes that I still need to can, like tomato sauce, tomato juice. That should be fine. So that has just been, every time I was getting more tomatoes out of my garden, I just froze it in here. It's something you can easily do when you want to make, like, yeah, all types of tomato sauces. And then I'm planning to can that in the winter. So yeah, I'm hoping a lot of this food isn't just junk because it just makes me so sad. But things happen, and we're trying to be patient, trying to teach, trying to draw a hard line. This definitely needs help, especially now that everything's frosted over. So I probably won't film much of Nolan cleaning this out, and then maybe later on I will film me trying to get this organized again. Another reason we have so many freezers, my dad raises beef cattle, and often the family will split up a cow. So we'll get like a quarter or a half, and so you need space to store all the steaks and the roast. And we'd like to do that more too. We'd like to start doing pigs, raising our own stuff, so you need a lot of freezer space. But we do like to sort of prep ahead, make sure we have adequate amounts of food. So, but it is a warning, if the freezers go bad, not a good thing. Thanks a bunch. It's a couple days later, and I wanted to show you our final freezer results. Obviously, I didn't film anything of the progress of it, but you saw the before and how absolutely terrible it was. Nolan helped me carry everything out. We found rooms in the other freezers for it, and we defrosted everything, cleaned it out, and then I went to Walmart and found bins that actually fit perfectly. And so I've labeled the bins for different things, and it's just life-changing. It just makes my mind feel so much clearer. And it actually incentivized me, the 2 freezers I did, and I started cleaning out some different cupboards, and I just starting to feel like I'm getting a little more organized again in my life. Trying to declutter and live with less stuff, and also organizing, I think it's just a continual process, especially when you live with a family, but I'm working on it. So let me show you my freezer. Dun, 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 dun. I just love this. So I have a bin for like corn and green beans. We do a lot of freezing. We don't eat a ton of corn, but I do like to have it around. So we freeze our corn and we freeze the green beans from the garden. I don't can green beans. I probably should more. But anyway, and then I have a bin for seafood. We love seafood, things like shrimp, fish. We went to Alaska. We brought home some sockeye salmon, some halibut that we had caught. So we have a bin for seafood, and then 2 other bins for like random veggies that I buy at the store. Then we have a whole bin for chicken, a whole bin for like roasts and steaks, and then another bin for like ground beef. And then I have like a section at the bottom for like bigger things, like if I get a turkey for Thanksgiving or like ice cream and that type of thing. So happy with it. We can just go out instead of trying to dig through stuff, just pull the bin out and go through the bin. Feels so good. Now if I can just keep it organized. That's always a big question. I hope you enjoyed this video, and let me know if you'd like to see a tour of my other freezers and also my canning shelves. I didn't get as much can as I could have or should have or would have liked to, and I still have some more canning to do a little bit later this year. But I could kind of take you on a tour of our food storage. And we do have a lot of freezers. We have 2 deep freezers and this upright freezer, and then of course our fridge freezer. So if you'd like to see that, let me know below, and I will see you guys next time. My arm is getting tired of holding this camera.